Welcome to the News at 10. I'm Morgan Romero. A powerful storm swept across Idaho today, bringing destructive winds and heavy rain. We have team coverage for you tonight. Meteorologist Rachel Garceau has a look at what's in store tomorrow. But first, we're going to send it over to Aspen Shumpert, who's following the trail of damage left by today's storm.
Morgan, multiple communities are dealing with significant damage tonight, from mountain communities to college campuses. For some, it will be a long cleanup process. It's been a day of destruction across Idaho. Heavy rain and wind reaching nearly 70 miles per hour in Twin Falls delayed morning flights out of the Magic Valley Regional Airport. And while two kids under the age of 10 were waiting for the school bus,
I saw all of a sudden just a line of emergency vehicles, headed down the corner here, headed down the road.
A tree came down, critically injuring the two students.
I do know that one of them was flown by air ambulance, and one of them was transported by ground, and that the weather conditions actually prevented them from being able to transport any further than the local hospital, as well as additional air resources were requested and could not fly due to the weather conditions.
Then Idaho Transportation Department says a semi-truck crossing the Perrine Bridge in the afternoon was blown into the median and struck a light pole before landing back on its wheels. The light fell into the northbound lanes of traffic. And in North Idaho, trees that had stood for decades were no match to strong winds. At the University of Idaho in Moscow, trees planted by the former presidents Theodore Roosevelt and William Howard Taft more than a century ago, part of the university's presidential grove, are now part of Idaho's history. And lastly, in the mountains in McCall, unusual wind reaching almost 50 miles per hour hit Camp Pinewood.
Just the way the wind came up the Payette River, right up the canyon. There's multiple trees down all along the canyon itself, but it just came right in through here, and it was louder than I've ever heard it here in McCall.
Camp director Kyle Mashek says they lost more than just power.
I was grateful that nobody was hurt. All my staff is healthy and fine.
He says trees at least 100 years old crushed an empty camp van that is used to transport campers and destroyed a 50-year-old kitchen building.
We're probably going to have to replace all the trusses on the roof, so I don't know, I've got contractors coming.
Likely having to cancel winter camps until repairs that he says could take months to complete can be done.
We're a nonprofit, so this it's a lot.